party people, it's Randee for Thunderhorse Descendant. I am here and I have got to get started on some of my blue Christmas items from Bargain Bead Box. So today we're going to make a super cool bracelet. In the description box below I am going to leave a little bit of information for you. If you are making with your Bargain Bead Box, I invite you to come over to the Thunderhorse Descendant Group. It is listed in the description. And show us what you're making with your December Bargain Bead Box. And you can just put a title on it, like this is what I made with my December Bargain Bead Box, whatevs. Anyways, we're going to jump into the video. Here we go. Alright guys, so I have not made anything with my Bargain Bead Box at this point. I opened it, I showed it to you guys. I've just been, you know, doing Christmassy things. So, today we're going to get started on Silent Night. Okay, so I got my paper there. Now, I do have a plan. If you hear meowing, that's Mr. Bunsen. Mr. Bunsen meow meow. He's a new addition to our family. And he's a little bit something else, let me tell you what. So, I want to use the snowflakes because I had this super awesome idea in my head, and we're going to see if it's going to work out or not. But I am going to use, this is what I'm looking for, these druzies. And I'm going to use these crystals. Okay, and the stars. And we're going to make us a charm bracelet because that's the first thing I thought when I saw this. I was like, oh, charm bracelet for sure. So I'm just getting all my parts and pieces together here. I'm looking. We might need these. Remember how I was like, oh, whatever about those. I think we're going to need them, you guys. I really do. All right. I'm in debate about this because I kind of had an idea for 3 of these, but oh, you know. All right, what else are we going to need? Anything else? I'm looking. Oh, maybe these guys. Maybe a few crystals. Maybe a few bead caps. I have a few of those out here. And I think that's about, well, maybe some silver. We'll get a few silver just in case we need it. Well, that might be a bit much, but all right. So here's my plan. We are going to make a charm bracelet, and I know you're thinking in your head, like, okay, well, where's the chain, Randee? We're not going to use chain. We're going to wire wrap it. Okay, so that's my plan. And this druzies here are going to be the base of our bracelet. I'm going to use some of these others for charms, and we're going to see how it turns out. I have never made this before, so we shall see. Let me get the tools together, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, first things first, I am going to cut. So we have 3 beads here. This one has got a little wire on it, something. Okay. Alright, so those are free. I don't know if I'm going to need that one, so just put it to the side for now. Oh, and I'm not going to take off too much of these crystals because I don't think I'm going to use a lot of them. So I'm just going to take a few that I might need, and I'm just going to tie these back up because it's Just easier that way. Okay, get them out of here. These, I know we're going to use probably 7 of these. 4. I'm going to take 7. I think 7 is about what we'll use, but if we need more, we shall see. Okay, so for the construction of this bracelet, I am first going to start winding up charms, and I'll give you the general idea. These are going to be the basis that we're going to wire wrap in a straight line. And then we're going to put jump rings in between, and we're going to hang our dangly charms off in the in-between here. So I'm not going to mess around with these quite yet. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start wire wrapping charms. Now I am going to utilize these little tiny ball head pins they sent. And so let's just start out with a star and see how that works. Yep. See, I don't know why I'm so doubtful when these things go on. Ugh. Anyway. Okay. So we're going to wire wrap. You could also, let me give this a shot just for kicks. Just for kicks. I got my looper here. Let me see. Let me see about it. So I'm just checking to see about this looper. Now, I will say, I do not feel comfortable with that. Just because it must be a very small, I'm not the best person to ask about the gauge of ball head pins, ball head pins, but these are quite small and I don't feel comfortable doing a simple loop on there. So I'm going to do a wire wrapped loop. And since we're going to put all of these onto jump rings in between our wire wrapped drusies, I feel comfortable just spinning these all up and letting that be that. Okay. So that's the gist of what we're doing. We're going to start wire wrapping charms. Are those stars not like the cutest thing you've ever seen? So I'm going to just put them in this. Once they're wire wrapped, I'm going to put them in this little tiny dish over here. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so in case you missed it, here we go. What I'm doing is to wire wrap these little head pins. I leave enough space so when I fold this over, my top of my plier is hitting up against that bead. I spin the plier. And then I just wrap this around about 2 or 3 times depending on how tight it makes the bead. I don't want it to be too tight because these are, they're either pressed glass or check glass. I could look actually. These little star charms, let me just look. Oh, let's see. Dotted star spacer beads. No. Glass star beads. Pressed glass star beads. Okay, so here's the deal with that. You don't want it to be, where is my chain nose plier? I'm losing my mind. I just had it in my hand. I know I did. Okay, hold on. Okay, so when tucking in those little tails, you just want to be real careful that you're not cracking the bead. Okay? So, ooh. I'm gonna wire up all the stars. And then we will move on to wiring up those little hematite snowflakes, I think they are. Go. Just making sure he's in there, not hurting nobody. So I got 5 stars here. Do I have, let me just see. This is the one I messed up with the looper, so I'm going to put that one to the side. And I'm going to put, was that all there was for stars? I'm just looking. Because, you know, those would also make some cute earrings, and I might want to keep 2 of those out. So I am going to keep 2 of them out for earrings, because I think they're just the cutest things. And I'm just gonna keep wire wrapping here. This is why I put chapters in my video, so that you guys can easily navigate. If you want to go back and watch something specific, Mr. Benson, be quiet. We are filming. You can definitely do that. And it helps you to get back to the part where you need to be. I'm going to zoom in a smidge. I know it's a little wonky because I got all this going on. Now I'm going to start with these little snowflake, hematite snowflakes. So I just want to make sure to check that it's not going to go through there, which it's not. And I'm just going to wire wrap. I feel like I spend, I don't even know, hours wire wrapping. Am I the only one? Like, I just spend hours wire wrapping. I was thinking I was going to get away with doing the simple loop on here, but you know what? I didn't feel comfortable with it. This little gauge of these little ball head pins they sent, they scare me. They just scare me, so I said, nope. I say no to that. I do like that they are very easily wrappable, you know. That's nice. I don't know why I doubt it. When I first got these out of the box, I said, oh, this is the one thing that I can just do without. Yeah, no, that is not true. Not true. Okay, I gotta get in there. I'm at this weird angle with my camera, and I gotta get this trimmed off. You guys, I hope everybody is having a wonderful decorating season. I'm not even gonna say holiday season. Decorating. I hope you're having fun decorating. I love to decorate. We are doing Blue Christmas, which is why I was so excited about these beads. And we are doing Elvis theme. Blue Elvis Christmas, like the song, you know. Blue, blue Christmas without you. Yeah. And, yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm super excited about it. Although, I will say I still don't have my outside Christmas lights up. Somebody was supposed to put them Christmas lights up, but they're not up there yet. So I'm just like, interesting. I guess I'll have to get my ladder. Oh, sorry, I just went off camera a little bit there, but I was trying to get this guy the little tail tucked in. Okay, how many of these am I going to do? Let's see, I got 4 stars, so I think I'll do 5 honeycombs. 5 snowflakey, these guys. So I got 2 left of these to make. And if we get going on it and we decide, oh, we need more, because, you know, I'm more. If we need more, then we'll just do that. We'll just whip some up, because there's no rules. Nobody said they can't just whip up a few more. I just got some of my orders in from Black Friday for Christmas gifts. So I was super excited that they came. They were a little delayed, but I mean, that's kind of to be expected at this point. Mr. Bunson's really going through it with himself over there. What's your problem? Jeez. Ugh. I have a baby cat. If you're new here, I have a baby cat, and he's something else. And I got him as a companion pet for my dog, because our older dog recently passed during Thanksgiving, and our other dog was just lost. And so I said, well, I wasn't ready for a puppy. I wasn't ready for that. But I said, well, maybe a cat. Okay, I got 5 of those. So we'll move those out of here. And, yeah, so it's new. See, now I wonder if I should put these on the bracelet. I think, maybe? Because, yeah, I think I will put those on the bracelet. I think I will. See, now, I didn't think that was going to work. Let me see what I got for that. So I have, this is kind of like, let me zoom you back out a little bit. This is kind of like my little, just random box here. So I'm going to grab out a few larger head pins here. Maybe. If I can get them. There's 4. We'll try 5. And we will do, hey, let's do a few of these too. Also. Because these are cute. Okay. Just same old trick here with the way you're wrapping the head pin. That one got a little wonky. That's just part of the design. Don't even worry about it. Oh. I'm excited to see what you guys have been making with your December box. I have a lot of good ideas for this box. I've just been, like, I'm baking. Let's face it, I'm trying to bake. I'm baking. I'm doing, like, really what I'm doing is I'm shipping orders for my business for Thunderhorse Descendant. So I've been doing that. Then I'm shipping and wrapping and shipping Christmas presents for my own personal, you know, stuff. And I'm doing videos for Jesse James Beads. A lot of you seen that I recently got into doing that. I have an affiliate link with them. And I've been a brand ambassador for them for quite a while. So I'm doing that, and I'm doing bargain bead box. This I just do because it's really fun, and I really like the box a lot. And I think it's fun. I always like to see what people make, but, you know, like, I didn't really see a lot of people making, like what we're doing right here, like, physically making with their box. Like, sometimes they do the unboxing, and then they come back and then they say, this is what I made. And I'm like, well, that leaves an opening for me to do this because it's fun and everybody already has the beads, you know? So that's why I like to do it. And last month I was pretty bad because, like I said, our old dog passed, and I was just like all over the place with that. Now we're moving into Christmas. I talked to my grandma today, and I told her, she said she sent, I called her to tell her we got her gift. She sent a gift. We're not going to open it till Christmas, but I wanted to let her know that it got here since the mail, you know, has been slower and stuff. So I wanted her to know that it did get here. And she was beading this morning as well. So I said, oh, I better get on it. Again, with these crystals, you want to be careful when tucking this tail in so you don't crack the bead. How many of you have been wire wrapping up and you crack a bead and you're just angry? Especially if you only had a few beads left and you broke it. Oh, that just makes me upset. I just get sad about it. Oh. All right, keep going with the wrapping. Okay, I haven't been counting, I've been chalking. So we might have to look at that. Isn't that cute? I think it's cute too because it's two-toned, so it's going to be cute on the bracelet. So we got 2 of those and 3 of those. I better have a few more of those crystals. Oh, did I use all my big head pins? Sure did. Let me get a couple more of those. I think I only need 2 more. I really like that Bargain Bead Box sends all different kinds of beads, but like enough where you can make you know, some decent projects with, you know what I'm saying? Like they send a decent amount, and I really like that because sometimes you want to put a little sparkle in your project, but if you only got like, you know, 8 beads, you're like, So. Sorry, I'm trying to get a hold of that without squishing my bead and without it jumping out and poking anybody. All right, we got 5. Nope, that's only 4. One more of these guys. Okay, and then we will move on. That one I did like a little extra because I just want to see how it looks with like more wrapping on it. And I think it actually looks pretty good. Snug it up a little bit there. See, I've got more. Anyway, okay, so that's what we got for our charms thus far. We're also going to be using the snowflakes. Okay, let me get these out of the way so we don't need them right now. Put those back in here. And we're going to move into the next part of constructing the actual bracelet. Yeah, all my little pieces here. Get out of the way. So I was thinking that I'm going to wrap these up and put them as part of the charm bracelet. But now, after I see the size of all of these, I'm like, no, maybe not. So those are going to be our... But I mean, you know, I'm also going to be using these. Well, this is what I think I'll do. and put those, I'm going to start in the middle of the bracelet. So imagine this is the middle of the bracelet. There's going to be these two, and this one is going to be in the center. So I'm going to start with this one in the center. I'm going to pull out my 22 gauge tarnish resistant wire, and we are going to start wrapping up these guys. Okay, so that's about 4 inches wire. You won't need that much, but I like to have more. And here's what we're going to do, which you guys have probably seen me do a million times. So you're going to leave maybe like 3/4 of an inch down here in the bottom. Roll it over. You're basically making a loop here. Okay, see that? What I do is I take my thumb and I make a little indent in the wire. So this is what it should look like. Okay. Now the reason I make that indent is because it's going to make it easier for this to come out. It like gives it more structure. So put my plier back on, and all I am going to do is just wrap around like we were doing on the charms, and I'm going to go 3 times, or as much as my wire will let me. I'm going to go back with my chain nose. I'm going to give this a squish just to work harden it a little bit. And then I'm going to tuck this little tail in. Okay. Let me just move this out of the way a little bit, so my camera isn't super focused on that. Okay, there we go. So this is the start. This is our middle. So we're going to put our bead on. Now I wanted to see how these little bead caps would look on there with it. Oh yeah, those are cute. I'm doing that. At least on the center one. All right, here's the center. So now we just wire wrap up the other side. Again, just leaving enough space so when you bend, this part of your pliers is snugging up against the bead, not pushing on it per se. Bring this over the top, spin your plier, clamp back down, bring your tail out so you can start wrapping. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then we're gonna give this a little snip. Ooh, don't cut your link. I've done that before. This part, when I'm like cutting, tuck that in. And I'm also gonna give this one just a little work hardening. All right, so there is the first one. This is going to be the center. Now I'm going to go with the crystals. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to get some more of my wire. And now I'm thinking. Because my plan is, am I going to use jump rings? Yeah, okay. So I was thinking like, oh, do I need to hook onto this? I don't, because I'm going to use jump rings to connect all of these. So what we can do is we just go ahead and we can make all of these and then assemble them. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing that I was doing. Okay, I gave it the little, you see the little nudge with my thumb? Okay. And then I'm going to wire wrap that around. that a little cut. Push that in a little bit. Give this a little work hardening. And then we put on the crystal. Now for the crystal, I'm not going to use anything, just the crystal. Again, working with crystals and metal, you want to be careful that you're not damaging the crystal when you are doing this, okay? Bring it around, clamp down, bring this over this way, and spin. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's our first one. So he will go here. Go to the next one. Get a little more of that 22 gauge wire. And we're going to go again. Two, 3. I was just looking to make sure I didn't cut my link. I didn't, but I was scared I did. That tail in. Now, this link, I can tell is a little smaller. Maybe not smaller than that one, but definitely smaller than this one. But really, nobody's going to be looking at that. Nobody's going to be looking at that. You can't see that. As they say, won't see that on a running horse. 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to start speeding it up here a little bit so this video isn't a million years long. But, okay, because this is not even really the fun part. Now, I did fast forward through some of this stuff, and people were not really happy about that. So, I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, I'm going to chew here. You know, I wonder. Yeah, we might have to do 4 more of these. That's what it's looking like. We could also, if we wanted, do maybe some silver, but I'm just going to keep going with these. I'm confident with the drusies. And there was a few. There was what? We pulled 7 out for this project, and there's, what, about 10 of these? And so, in my opinion, and this is just, that might be a little short. I was just talking and not paying attention, but it might work. In my opinion, that makes it really nice for this project that we're doing because, you know, we're using 7 of the 10 beads or whatever, you know, so then you got 2 left for earrings or whatever you want to do, and you haven't then got a bunch of beads left, but it's also not like scary, like, oh, am I gonna have enough? I was just talking, just about forgot to put my bead caps on, you guys. Seriously. But you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of the perfect storm. I am happy about it. I don't like when I get some nice beads and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to make this project. Then I make the project and I'm like, and what are we going to do with the rest of these? Because maybe you got a weird number left, or, you know, maybe there's too much but not enough to make a project you want to make. You know, like, it's a thing. So you end up with all that bead soup. Okay, look at this travesty. See that? All right, so when you do that, you just got to start again. There ain't no shame in it. There ain't no shame in it. Just start again. That's all you can do. Whoop. 2, 3. And trim. I feel like aerobics. And 1, and 2, and 3, and trim. And trim and tuck carefully. And work harden. And don't forget about your bead caps. You guys. These jerseys are really nice. I like them. Okay, and then try it again. And concentrate this time so you don't wig it up. Yeah? Don't want to wing it up. There we go. And don't worry about those little scraps of metal. I use those. I don't just be doing the most and then not use them. I use them. I just don't use them when I'm on camera and people are watching me. There, see, that's way better than the last time. Okay. 3 left. Three left. Oh. We forgot about the trimming and the tucking and the work hardening. And trim. And tuck. And work harden. Ooh, and see this little deal? You can squish this down if it's weird. And bead caps. And bead caps. I like these little bead caps. They're cute. I like that they have a pretty big hole, but they're really small. Could use them on a lot of stuff. And they look really nice with this blue. In the contrast to this blue. I really like it a lot. Okay. Okay. Get tucked in there. Don't be like that. Sometimes I gotta talk to it a little bit. All right, 2 to go. Oh, I think I just might have messed that up. No, maybe not. Okay, bead caps. Might as well just get those other 2 bead caps over here, right? Like, come on. Gonna forget them if you don't. I am. Okay. Do. These are a little wonky. Don't worry about it. We can fix that when it's all done, said and done. One left. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if we're going to need this one. I think we are going to need it. We're going to need it for the pattern. But if you are making this and you're making yours with more beads or, you know, maybe a little bit differently, please keep in mind that however long you need the bracelet to be versus like the pattern you're trying to make. Like, so you see I have 2 over here. So for my pattern, I want to have 2 over here, but I don't want to be too big. You see what I'm saying? So you might want to keep an eye on that. And I will be the first person to admit that I really struggle with bracelet making because I have this little tiny, like, small, itty bitty wrist. My wrist is like 6 inches. It's teeny. And so when I make an average size bracelet, I'm like, who is going to wear this? I'm like, this is way too big. And then I second guess and I take beads off. And then it's not big enough. I don't know why I don't ever learn. I should just leave it on there. But I put it on myself and I'm like, oh, this is way too big. You know, but that's not true because I just made some 9-inch bracelets for my website the other day and I sold them all. So I was like, hey, it is what it is. Okay, and tuck. Okay. All right, guys, onward to construction. Now, I am using some gunmetal colored oval jump rings. I'm just zooming in a little bit so you can see. I am doing this on purpose. This is a design choice that I want to use. And so what we're going to do is we're going to connect all of these with the oval jump rings. From the oval jump rings, we are going to hang charms. So, see if we can get that done. But this one has a fuzzy on it. Get out of here, fuzzy. All right. So again, I'm going to start in the middle. And I wonder, since this one is in the middle, I think I'm going to hang charms on all. Sorry, I'm working through this with you. But I wonder if I should connect. Okay. I wonder if I should connect these 2 and then hang the charms from another jump ring. Because that seems like what I should do, but we're going to try it. You can do this with round jump rings as well if you'd like. I just am a big fan of oval jump rings, so that's my personal preference. So then we would hang our charms from another oval jump ring. And I think we're going to hang a few charms from each one. I'm going to do a snowflake and a star. And oh, okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a snowflake and a star. And then I'm also going to hang one of these crystal beads on the other side. So then when I hang this on here, onto the jump ring. Okay, can you see what I'm doing here? When I hang this onto the other jump ring, then let me just show you. Okay, so here's your bracelet. So it doesn't matter which way, you see, it hangs. If you put it on this way or if you put it on this way, you're still going to get a little charm in the front. Oh, yeah. You see? That's cute. I like it. Okay, so what that says to me is that I will do the other side. Take another oval jump ring. And we'll go on the other side. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm connecting the 2 side pieces, closing this up. make sure it's closed. Okay, so we have this. And then I'm taking another jump ring, same size, and I'm putting charms on. Before I put charms on, I'm just going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm just going through the middle, through the jump ring we just put on, just like this. Okay, just so you're aware. So then I'll start with my snowflake. Well, actually, I'm going to start with this snowflake, then my large charm, and then a small one for the other side. So that's the deal. You see, small, snowflake, small. Okay, and then put him in between on that jump ring you just put on. Alrighty. Hey! I like it. It's going to be so cute. I'm so excited. Okay. Anyways. So, now, put this guy on here. You could put all these together if you wanted first. If that's something you want to do, but I think I'll just do it like this. Whoop. So, just making sure I am putting them all on the bottom here, you see, like not one over here and one over there. Okay, so we're going to go with our dangles. So I got a large snowflake here, so I want to do a small snowflake. And I'll do a star. So a small one, and then your small snowflake. You don't have to do this. This is just what I'm doing. And then I'm going to put one of these little silver guys on. And then we go into that oval jump ring we just put on. Close it up. What's going on with that? It's twisted. Oh yeah, I might have to make a necklace to match this for real. I really like it. Okay. And go to this side. I'm just like switching back and forth between sides. Why, you ask? I have absolutely no idea. It just feels like the right thing to do. Totally just a preference, I guess. If you had one of those, what's the third hand with the clips, this would be good for that too. I have one, but it's over there with my copper burning stuff. I start on fire a lot, so, you know. Okay, so we're going to use a larger snowflake. And I'm just kind of looking like, what all do I have on here? So I think I want to use a star and the large snowflake, and then one of these little hematite guys. And then we'll put him in the middle here. Maybe if I do it like this, closer to the mat, it won't be so like tangled up, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so let me just point out as I'm doing this, all of the ones that we are connecting, let me zoom in. All the ones we're connecting are hanging on the bottom of the jump ring. They're not on the other side. They're not on this side. They're all on this side. So you want to make sure that they're all hanging at least on the same side. You know what I mean? So then when you put it on, they're not just everywhere. Because I've done that in the past, and it's really, like, not the greatest. So, same for if you're using chain. Like, say you didn't want to do this, you were just going to do yours on chain, which, quite honestly, if I have enough of these charms left, I'm going to do that too. Not in this video, but, if you're using chain, you can just make sure that they're all hanging on one side. Or if you're going to do both sides, you know, on the same link. So, just an FYI on that. Okay, so now we need a little snowflake. A little snowflake, and I'm going to put this little crystal in a little snowflake. And I'm going to put a green one on the back here. Okay, and then, now, to be discussed, do we put some on the end next to our clasp? I don't know. We shall see. But we will finish this one up first, this side. And then this one needs a large snowflake. And let's see, I got a star on this side, so I think I'll have this little silver one, then the large snowflake, and then a star on the back side. I can't tell if that's closed up or not. Under all my lights. There we go. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Now, it looks like if I wanted to, where's my clasp? Here's my clasp. Now, you don't have to use this clasp if you feel comfortable using a different clasp. That's completely up to you. I'm just using this one because it's in the box, and that's what we're doing here, right? So I'm going to put the clasp on. But quite honestly, I might have room, I don't know quite yet, but I might have room for a few little charms on the end here. We shall see once we get it all on there. Because I do have some left. Of course, we could use those in another project, maybe for the necklace. Just saying. Now, sometimes I'm going to have to check that other end. Okay, I'm going to check this other end, see where we're at here. Oop. So, oh, that's not too bad. Sometimes I will put two. Oh, you know what that means. My notifications are back on. I've been on here for an hour. Sometimes I'll put 2 jump rings here if if it's struggling with the clasp. Okay, let me grab the bracelet sizer. 1 minute. Alright guys, this is what we got going on. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's see how big it is. So this is an easy bracelet sizer. So it comes in a cone shape, so you can just put it on there and just make sure it's straightened out the way it's supposed to be, so you know how it's truly going on there. And it is 7 1/4 inches. And so I think that's pretty average. The 1/4 is probably from my wonky wire wrapping on some of these, but you know, it is what it is. Here is the end product. I had to move up here for a little better lighting, but this is the end product. I hope you guys like it. I hope you will be back for another video. You guys, I'm so happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would love to see what you are making with your... Oh, might be blurring it out a little bit. But I will take some nice photos so you can see. I usually always put a photo at the beginning so you know what we're making, and then a photo at the end. Photos at the end. But yeah, and then look at this. If you had a little, just add a little chain. Oh, just saying. So that's what I got going on today, guys. Thank you for being here. I will leave my Thunderhorse Descendant logo up there. You can click that. That will help you to subscribe. I will leave all the information down in the description box, so please check that out. And I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.